Alright, so let's get these abs beach ready. Alright, the first ab circuit we're going with starts out with the toe touches. So lifting your body up, trying to reach for your toes. If you can't touch your toes, that's alright. It's not about touching your toes, it's about the spinal flexion coming up and squeezing those abs. So you're going for, let's say, 10 of those. You take a 5-second break, maybe at least a 2-second break, and then you go straight back into it and reaching for your toes, and you're exhaling on the way up. Exhaling on the way up, inhaling on the way down. Every time you reach up, get a good squeeze in those abs. If you notice, I'm not using too much momentum on these. I'm just trying to go straight up into it, trying to keep the concentration in the on the abs particular. So that's the whole thing with that. I think this is the third set, and this way you kind of shock those abs, kind of hit it and take it off. Keep like putting the gas on the gas pedal and taking it off. All right, here we go. Fourth set. Reaching up, getting a good squeeze in those abs. Reach for those toes. Good flexion. Remember not to lead with your neck, but lift with your abs. Your neck should stay relaxed and stay aligned with your spine. I think next up is the leg raises. You can see pushing your hips to the ceiling as you curl those legs and squeeze up. Now notice I'm not doing too much of a momentum swing when people bring their legs all the way down and up. Now that's not wrong, but this is just the way I'm doing this circuit here today. So I'm just keeping the legs straight up, pretending like there's like a little hoop around your legs, and you're trying to push through that hoop every time. Pushing those hips up, squeezing those abs. There you go. You can exhale on the way up. A good way to really focus on this, as you see I bring my legs in to lift up, really squeeze those abs and lift. So squeeze those abs in and lift, just like your upper body squeezes or crunches up. Let your lower body crunch up and squeeze those abs and push up. Once you get the hang of it, you'll really feel how to really maximize this exercise. Squeeze and lift. Really get that good curl in so much that you push your hips to the ceiling. And really, you really don't even have to push your hips to the ceiling. But I want on this one, push your hips to the ceiling. All right. There we go. As you can see, we got the combo together. You're going with a toe touch and a leg raise. Reaching for your toes, leg raise up. Now the key to this is don't try to be, Flash Gordon. Just go at your own pace, do a control, get a good crunch up when you reach for those toes, and then lift those hips slow. And if you need to, put those hands by your glutes. The closer your hands are to your butt, the easier it is. Further away, the harder it is. So did that circuit, get a little rest, and you go back on the second set of that. Pushing those hips up. There you go. Reaching for those toes, lifting up. Relax the neck each time. Just like that. Cool thing about this, you can do it anywhere. Home, the gym, anywhere, just like that. Keep it going on. So you kind of combined everything together on that circuit. After that, some people really like to stretch their abs out. Move down, push you up into that cobra stretch, snake stretch. There's so many names for it. A good stretch. Okay, we're gonna flip back over and go back into it. The next thing. Yep, and then your back is tight. You see I'm doing a couple of back stretches. Keeps the tension off my back. Just like that. Good. Remember, when you cross that knee over, look the opposite way. Feel that good squeeze in the back and glutes. Right, next up, we got the leg lowers and the lower abs. One knee is bent and held up while the other leg lowers down. Just like that. This one will shock you right here. It looks simple, but it really hits those lower abs, and it gets a little hip flexors, because remember, core is involved in everything you do. So see, I switched to the opposite side. There you go. This will work your legs too, so you get a little leg and abs work out here, giving you your money's worth. Lowering those legs down, just like that. Okay. Next up, we're going we're gonna go to leg lower and crunch into the leg lower, just like that. Remember, don't lift with your neck, but lift with your abs. Good squeeze in there, squeeze in each time. There you go. Let me switching sides. Here we go. You can actually take that rest in between just to kind of take the pressure off your back. If you have back problems, that'll be a good way to take the pressure off your back. But if you don't, it's okay to switch and without even letting your feet touch. And that good crunching, lifting up, spinal flexion, lift with those abs. Good. Okay. Next up, you'll see you're holding those abs up and you're kind of just doing a twist. So you come up to as high as you can with the crunch and you hold that up and you kind of twist each time. Elbow into knee, not away from knee, just like that. Switching side to side, holding that crunch up and try to remind yourself to hold it up the whole time. Okay, and after that, go back into that stretch, that snake stretch. Feel like it's stretching those abs. Good, good, good. The more flexible you are, though, the more you'll be able to flex into the crunch. But it's all about the feeling. So, you see I'm doing the back stretch there, glute stretch. So don't be afraid to, if you can't go up that high, it's not wrong. You just want to increase your flexibility to go up as high. As you can see, I can work on my flexibility as well. And I'm in the process of working on that. So my spinal flexion can be higher, so I can demonstrate better for you. Okay, next up, we're going with the full curl-ups and taking the oblique twist on the way down and taking my time down. So don't just flop down. Take it easy on your back, pull yourself up, twist, and then take your time going down. And you'll be surprised how much on the way down you feel it. Everybody thinks, oh yeah, I feel it on the way up, but how about on the way down? You know, work those muscles on the way down. Coming up, and as you get better at this, you can actually take your feet off the ground while you do the oblique twist up top. Just like that. There you go. And just have control on your way down. Coming up. There you go. Good twist. Good twist each time. Really focus on those abs coming up and control yourself. There you go. Take your time on the way down. Just real job. Control yourself on the way down. Good. Keep it going the whole time, and sometimes it'll take a while. The slower you go down, sometimes the better, but you can also switch up the pace. But the whole thing is, no matter how fast you go, just make sure you're controlled in your movements. As you get better, you'll be more controlled. As you have more core strength, you'll be more controlled. Good job. All right. Okay, so next up, looks like we're going with a ab plank. So you're going with the plank with the into a push-up. I actually like this one here, pushing up. Remember to keep your core tight, and you want to keep your hips aligned with your body. I mean, if you're a beginner, you're going to have your hips up some, but if you really want to feel it in your abs, you try to work your way so you can bring your hips flat, just like holding a plank. Just like that. Just like holding a plank. Okay, and then here we're going with the spider touches. Bringing those legs in, touching those toes, getting a little across the body work going on here. It's definitely core work. I mean, you really can't work the abs by itself. Well, you can't really work the abs by yourself.